Well guys, you find myself and the little hound back at the awesome Boathouse Fisheries for this session. We have a load of rain on the way and some crazy storm that's due as well to hit us, but the conditions look absolutely mega for a bite. Check him out. Oh, he's tensing up. That's one in the net, and that looks an absolutely lovely one. He looks mega. I'll tell you what, that is one absolutely mega looking carp. Oh my days, yes, that'll do. What you saying, hound dog? You happy? Henry Hound? You happy, puppy? We're happy, aren't we, mate? We've got an absolute cracker in the net, guys. Proper lovely one in there amongst the weed sitting. It looks quite a decent one, to be fair. It's just gone 1:30 in the morning, so yeah, but looks a nice one. Looks a proper nice one, that. Happy. Really nice. And it's about to absolutely hammer down with rain in the next sort of half an hour, so we'll get him out and have a look at our prize. We are here and we are in motion. Right, well guys, it is the first night. There is a massive storm about to hit in about half an hour. I'm not even joking. The rain's going to come. If there's a few sort of rain dots on the screen, I apologise, but middle rod has come good first off here, and we've got that as our prize. Look at that, absolutely beautiful linear at 22.2. You saying hello, Henry? Yeah. Likes having a kiss, don't you? But yeah, what an absolutely mega first night result. Rods have been in. Well, I got here quite late, like I always do. I always think I have loads of time, and I never do in the winter. I end up fighting the bloody daylight hours, but I'll run through all the bits and pieces in the morning with you of how we caught this one. But to be cradling one on the first night, it is literally a week before Christmas Day. That's how close we are to Christmas at the moment, so a very early Christmas present. But yeah, chuffed as you like. Absolutely cracking fish that is. Right, I will spin the little fella round and we will show you the other side of this amazing looking linear. There is the other side. What an absolutely cracking fish that is. Oh, it's always nice to get off the mark, isn't it? And again, it's those really low-lying ronnies on those super wide gapes that have come good, the short super wide gapes. And yeah, I absolutely love that pattern of hook on a ronnie rig, and this is proof in the pudding. So yeah, absolutely mega. Right, thank you very much. I'm going to get all the camera equipment back indoors or in the bivvy before this storm hits, and yeah, we will catch up with you in the morning. Mwah, what a start. So how about that for a start to the day? I'm just in the bivvy at the moment, taking refuge out of the wind that is absolutely carnage. It was last night. I've literally had to batten down the bivvy last night. I had sort of visions of the same thing happening when we were at sort of S&R Fishery, where the whole bivvy lifted up on me. So yeah, it was guide ropes down last night, extra pegs in, bank sticks in. I wasn't going anywhere, but winds got up to 50 miles an hour. They are lighter today, but they're still knocking sort of 30 miles an hour at the moment. But more importantly, we've got a fish in the net, and that looks an absolute belter. Might go 3-0 that. That's going to be a very close 30 pounder, but a good account of itself. Once again, found every weed bed possible, same as the fish last night. But yeah, what a great start to the day. We'll get him out, we'll give him away, and we'll see you on the unhooking mat. Jesus, it's going off. The camera's picking up, but we are in again. The rod that we had the 22 on yesterday has come good. So I've weighed the fish that we've had this morning. That's gone 30 pound 2 ounces, which is in the sling here. I was just about to get it out to start filming. And the middle rod's gone again. This is the same one that we had the 22 on last night. I flicked it back onto the spot, literally peppered it again with some 10mm bug boilies with a bit of the smoke. And yeah, we're in again. So absolutely mental. Just goes to show, doesn't it? It's December. We've had a proper lift in the weather. It's up to 10 degrees today, and low pressure as well. It's sort of sitting at around 10.05, and it makes such a difference. And you can tell they're on the feed, and this one is proper pulling. Wow. Literally, I've only got today left. It's only doing a night. It's found some weed. This has, I say, even for this time of year, it is still quite weedy. But the weed isn't as thick, so it's sort of, the fish do sort of come through the weed, they kick through it with a little bit of pressure, you know? So mega, absolutely mega. In fact, that's what I mean, I've only got one rod fishing now. I haven't even got the other rod back out yet. But if this comes in, to have 3 a week before Christmas, we'll take that. It looks another nice one. To be fair, they're all nice in here. There's no bad fish in the boathouse. Nice, and we're in. I have picked up the other line, but I generally don't care. We'll sort that out again. So that is the result of that battle, guys. A lovely, lovely looking mirror. I haven't even had a chance to get that one out yet, so we'll get that one out first. That's 30 pound 2 ounce mirror, and then that one will join him after. I have nipped next door. I've got another sling. So what I'm going to do, while we sort the 30 pounder out, we'll put him in the sling so he's safe and nothing can happen to him. But for now, we've got 2 fish to show you, so we'll get the first one out. But what an absolute cracking result this morning. Well, the sun is trying its best to peek through the clouds, so hopefully it doesn't mess too much with the settings of the camera. But this is the first fish of the morning at 30 pounds 2 ounces. Amazing, amazing colours on this one. Check him out. Oh, he's tensing up. Oh, have a look at that. Wow, what a fish that is. That is an absolute belter. What a tank from here at the boathouse. This was taken on the maggot rig. Like I say, little wafter, topped off of a few red maggots, same as what we did over at when we were at S&R Fishery, and it's ramped off this morning. And yeah, second fish of the trip at 30 pounds 2 ounces. What an absolutely incredible, incredible fish that is. Amazing, absolutely amazing for an early Christmas present. Awesome. Hound dog just in the shot there. You gonna say hello? No? Right, we will show you the other side of this amazing looking tank of a mirror. So here is the other side of this 30 pounder. Wow, mega colours, little tiny scales on him here and there, just a proper character of a mirror, proper thick set one as well. And yeah, over the moon with him. Who wouldn't be, you know? Like I said, a week before Christmas and you're cradling an amazing looking fish like this. Insane, absolutely insane. And this one proper fight as well. But we'll run you through the rigs of this one a bit later. We've got his brother sitting in the other sling, which we've already weighed. The one waiting is 24 pounds. So we'll go and get that one now and we'll pop this awesome 30 pounder back. What a morning, what a morning. Well, here we are, the second fish of the morning and third fish of the trip. Now, it's a really cloudy day and the sun keeps doing that basically, so apologies, because the downside of filming on your own, you can't mess around with the settings too much and the sun keeps popping in and out of the cloud. But here we are, this is the last fish we've got, and at 24 pounds, he's of every bit as good looking as the 30 pounder we had. It's a little bit lively because he's had sort of a 10-minute rest in the sling while we were sorting the other one out, but that's awesome, isn't it? Another wicked Boathouse mirror in fine winter colours here at 24 pounds. So yeah, what a morning. What an absolute morning. And this one taking on the same rod that we had the 22 on. I buzzed it back out last night. Again, fishing those low line pop-ups on the super wide gapes and just peppering 10mm bug around it via the catapult. And yeah, this is our prize. So absolutely mega, absolutely mega. Right, we'll flip this one round and show you the other side. Ooh, there we go. There's the other side. Mental. What a lovely coloured fish that is. And yeah, what a session we're having. Absolutely amazing. So we'll get this one back. I'll put the kettle on. I'm desperate in need of a bacon sandwich for breakfast. And do you know what? Hound Dog hasn't even had his breakfast yet. And we'll talk to you about rigs, what we're doing, how we're doing it. We haven't got long left. I've only got today. We're on our toes later today. There's a massive storm coming in. So we're heading home before that hits later this afternoon. But we've had our fill, that's for sure. So yeah, let's get this one back, put the kettle on, and we'll have a chat about all things rigs and tactics on this amazing session we're having. Mwah! Yes. Well, finally sat down and had my cup of tea, had a bacon sarnie and sort of reflected on those awesome free fish that we've had on this very short sort of December session. I'm heading home in literally 3 or 4 hours. It's been less than a 24-hour session and, you know, we've banked 3 absolute cracking fish. So just wanted to quickly run you through the rigs and tactics that we've sort of applied to help us on this awesome session for December. So got here quite late yesterday, as ever, fighting the bloody light levels again. It is quite a weedy venue, so I had a bit of a sort of cast about with the rod yesterday, found some clear areas. Once I've sort of been able to drag the lead back a little bit, I knew that area was fine, and I've literally just clipped on my favourite pop-up rig. It is quite a silty area, so I do like to sit the hook bait above the silt a little bit, and that's why I always favour those really short lying Ronnie rigs, favouring the super wide gapes there with the short shanks in a size 4. I know I've covered this rig in previous videos, but it's just one of them that I cannot sort of recommend enough, really. Now, I did say in the other videos, during the sort of winter months, I do scale down. The feed that I put out yesterday was the 10mm bug. in a catapult with a load of the smoke sort of drizzled over it, and I probably put about 6 or 7 pouches of the 10mm around that pop-up. Now, and the only reason I'm using a 15mm pop-up is purely it was the only rig I had ready. I didn't really sort myself out before I came for the session. I thought I'd have more time to tie rigs on the bank, and I think for me now that sort of reiterates how important it is to get yourself ready before your session. But you know, it did no harm. I put on the 15mm pop-up, so you know, I guess that's food for thought, guys. You know, normally I would scale down to match my freebies, but in this instance, on this occasion, you know, having that 15mm pop-up in amongst 10mm freebies, maybe it stood out a bit better, maybe it was the colour, who knows. Either way, you know, you can see from the underwater footage there of how it's sitting in amongst those freebies. That's what that fish homed in on, and that's what I sort of equated for that first one, which is that 22-pound scaly. So yeah, that is my go-to pop-up rig with the little loop, that illusion boom, and yeah, absolutely love that rig. So that was the actual first one. Now the second one, I say we, I always refer to we because I've always got the dog, so it's always we. We got here, like I say, same sort of thing. Now, it's so hard not to sort of appreciate or recommend maggots at this time of year. You know, they are a phenomenal bait in the winter. They do so well. They can bring you bites when it's really hard and you're sort of scratching for a fish, and maggots sometimes can be the difference. So I always bring maggots during the winter, and that's what I put out on the middle rod. Literally same sort of thing. Again, I've covered this in the previous sort of videos when I was up at S&R Fishery there, and we had, you know, that lovely looking fish over there, again on the maggot rig, which is just a dumbbell wafter in the bug. And then I'm just literally flossing about 7 or 8 red maggots on the top of there. And then how I'm deploying the maggots out in the lake bed, same as the other time. Maggots are so light, and when you've got big winds like we have today in this session, maggots can sometimes be taken away in the current. So you'll think, even when you're spodding them out, I guarantee you there are so many maggots of what you're trying to put out there getting nowhere near your hook bait. They're literally drifting off in the columns. So I favour putting maggots in little sort of golf ball size PVA bags, if you like, and then in that I'll also push some boilies, and that's purely just to help the weight. Even you've got that ball of maggots, it's still not enough weight to get those down to the bottom by that hook bait. When you're catapulting out like I did yesterday, that's what I was doing. I was putting them out in the catapult, but I was, like I say, putting those sort of 10mm bug boilies, pushing like 4 or 5 of those in with the maggots. With the boilies in there, it's a lot easier as well to tie off the bags. You can actually sort of press down on the boilie as opposed to pressing down on the maggot. And with the weight of the boilie, it gets them further out in the catapult, but more importantly, it helps them sink where they land. So you know, those maggots are actually landing on that hook bait or that area. The PVA bag is melting, as you can see there. And then, like you say, you've got your maggot freebies around your actual maggot rig. And I think, you know, that is a sort of a big plus and a big tip there really in trying to get maggots around your hook bait that you're fishing over. So big tip there as well. Get some extra weight in your PVA bags of maggots to help them get to the bottom of the lake bed. Again, fishing that on the Illusion D rig on the little wafters, and yeah, for me it's a maggot rig that works really well, and that's what I counted this morning for the second fish of the trip, which was that mega looking 30-pounder. So yeah, absolutely bowled over with that one. That is a mega fish, really chuffed with that one. Again, I'm just, you know, it's hard to sort of just home in on one tactic this time of year, so mixing it up, having a couple of options as accounted for 2 fish off 2 different spots. If I had all options, you know, if I covered all spots on the same option, I don't know. So I think sometimes it's nice to have a couple of choices in your armoury to apply in different areas and see which one's working. On this occasion, both have worked, which is happy days, you know, fantastic. I have only got sort of a few hours left now. Hound dog is back in bed, sleeping it off because it was a busy night, to be fair. And yeah, we've got some massive storms coming later, so I will be packing up before they hit. So yeah, here's hoping. We've got a few hours left, fingers crossed. We'll sit behind the rods, enjoy the view of the boathouse, and see how the rest of the session plays out. So, with the big storm due within a few hours, I decided to pack away before it hit. 3 fish for December was a great result, and I was going home one very happy angler. I just want to say a massive thank you for watching again, guys. If you're loving the content, please give us a like and a subscribe to the channel. From myself and the little hound, we will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.